Paris and Mike Samani for the International Wrestling Alliance tonight. You're going to be seeing a star-studded card in the Cannon Fieldcrest Stadium in Kannapolis, North Carolina. Mike, we're going to be seeing one of the biggest independent cards ever in the United States tonight.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm real excited about all this. We've got some names here like the Road Warriors, and I'll tell you, it just brings me back to back when I first started watching wrestling back years ago, so I'm excited.
Jimmy Superfly Snuka Thunderfoot will be here. Doink the Clown, a host of individuals that hardly ever compete into the southern United States. You don't want to miss this.
The IWA tonight will present 9 big championship matches for your entertainment. But we all have a great time to come up with quick announcements before we get started. How many of y'all are oldies fans? All about solid gold music. I know I am. I played in the 96.1 and 96.3 for all the time. If you all make your plans to join us in the beautiful Fieldcrest Cannon Stadium, September 20th, 7:30 p.m. for Rock and Roll Oldies Revival Show. Now, trying to be here already, Little Anthony in the original Imperial.
A while ago.
Yeah.
Please, oh my God, I better not sing for you. I really don't do that. Also signed, the lovely Miss Leslie Gore. She will be here as well. It's my party. Judy's turn to cry. You Don't Own Me, and many, many more. Bobby Rydell will be here as well. Also, a teen sensation, Anthony and Christina. They're called Center Stage. They will be here as well. Make your plans to join us. That's September 20th, 7:30 p.m. right here in the Fieldcrest Cannon Stadium. Now, if you like oldies, I know you'll love this show. One of my all-time favorites, one of the most popular shows in the entire world. We're not talking the US of A. We're talking the entire world. We're talking about Mayberry. Andy Griffith, Barney Fife, all that. We're having memories of Mayberry right here at the Fieldcrest Cannon Stadium. Make your plans to join us September the 28th. All the festivities will begin at 4 p.m. Charlene Darling will be here. The Darlings will be performing songs. Thelma Lou will be here. Duke Slater from Gomer Pyle. Little Leon, who played the brother of Logie, will be here. Ernest P. Bass will be here. And so many more. All of Mayberry's music classic shows. Everybody will be here with cameras and your VCRs, because you'll love to see this. It's going to be a great night of fun. At this time, I'd like to introduce great distinguished gentleman, and he's over here from Sarasota, Florida. He is the commissioner of the IWA. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together, if you would, please, for Mr. Rob Russin.
It's a real pleasure to be here in Kannapolis and for the IWA to have the opportunity to work with fine wrestling fans in this terrific, beautiful facility. It is a real honor for us to be here at Fieldcrest Cannon Stadium. You have every reason to be proud of this town and of this beautiful stadium. We hope to come back soon and often. To start things off, I do have an important announcement to make that does affect some of your being here tonight. Last night, Greg the Hammer Valentine failed to show to the IWA card in Columbia, South Carolina. As a result, Greg Valentine has been barred for life from the IWA. Any of you specifically to see Greg Valentine tonight and are upset by his non-appearance, may go to any ticket window now and get a refund. Right full ticket price. This offer applies right up until the time of the opening bell. At that time, we will assume you are here to see the fantastic matches on our hands. With the dismissal of Greg Valentine, tonight's title match goes to the number 2 contender for our heavyweight championship. So facing IWA heavyweight champion, the Masked Superstar tonight, will be the number 2 contender, a legend in his own right. One of the greatest wrestlers of all time, Jimmy Superfly Snuka. To make sure that he does have a fair, square chance at winning that title, we have to reflect back on the last match that happened here on July 12th, when the IWA title was awarded to the Masked Superstar. Due to reports that reached my office, and after reviewing the video, the Masked Superstar's manager, Big Daddy, has been barred not only from ringside, but from the entire building tonight. So you're going to see special guest referee appointed to ensure all fairness, Ricky, the Dragon, Steamboat. To make sure clean match and a fair decision. Now, to start off tonight's festivities, I am both pleased and proud to introduce the man who starred in the original blues cast, The Sound of Music, a man known worldwide as Raw for his tremendous rendition of I Am 16 Going on 17, the star of stage, screen, and concert. We welcome, please, Concord's own Mr. Entertainment, Dan Truitt, to sing our national anthem.
Hey, it's right over here.
And bright stars through the perilous fight, for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
My quarterback team was a fabulous one. He turned myself in the early 80s. And this man was known as the fabulous Jackie Fargo. All imitated with brothers never duplicated. There he is up there. Jackie, raise your hand. The fabulous Jackie Fargo. Also, I don't know where they're seated, but earlier I saw two other legends from the world of professional wrestling. One of them was known as the man who had the hardest chop of any wrestler before him to fit down. I'm talking about Swede Hansen. Swede out here in the place camp of the little way that I saw him earlier. Swede Hansen is a former tag team partner with Red Hawthorne and the tag team champion. And also a man who held the NWA
Junior heavyweight champion on numerous occasions, Nelson Royal, also in attendance. If you would please put your hands together for all these great wrestling stars.
You got it, buddy.
All right, this is I am the gangster of love. I got to introduce him one more time. Say our love ways. Now we girls, Jennifer, our first guest, ladies and gentlemen, today, welcome off the 15-minute time limit referee, Mr. Joseph Edwards. Here at this time, anyway tonight, are very 290 pounds from Spartanburg, South Carolina.
Kirby.
Money for the International Wrestling Alliance. Rob Wrestling proudly presents a star-studded card here. Mike, tonight we've got a big exciting card. Our opening match, Kevin Kirby and the Masked Assassin, to kick off the evening festivities.
Right, I'm looking forward to all this, Danny. I tell you what, it's great to have you as my sidekick sitting beside me and telling me everything that I say wrong.
I won't do that, Mike.
I'll tell you what, we got an old guy in here I can remember back when I was growing up, the Assassin, facing a guy that I know very well, Kevin Kirby. And Kevin Kirby's from my hometown, and I'm looking forward to him getting in there and, as Dusty Rhodes would say, going to the pay window and getting that paycheck after he wins the fall over the legend, the Assassin.
Tell you what, the Assassin's got quite a good bit of a experience and size advantage over Kirby, but I'll tell you what, Kirby's got these fans solidly behind him and a lot of power, and surprisingly, he's quick for a man his size. We'll see what happens in this match.
Yes, he is. I'll tell you, Kevin is a young guy. He's been in the business now about, I guess, 5 or 6 years. And he's young, he's big, and I tell you, he's very strong because I know I've been in the ring with him myself. He's a good kid, and if he gets a little aggressive with the Assassin, I think he's got a good chance of winning this match.
Kirby just powered him back into the turnbuckle and broke off clean. But I tell you what, the Assassin's not the type of man that's going to have a scientific match with him.
No, I tell you, he's from the old school, and you got to watch him because he knows every trick in the book. He'll be pulling hair, he'll be pulling on trunks, and he's liable to pull anything out of his trunks or stick anything in his mask to give him the advantage as to where he can get over his opponent.
Right now, overhand top wrist lock, and Kirby just powered him out.
I'll tell you what, Danny, that looked like one of those old tricks of the Assassin right there. I don't believe Kevin Kirby actually even pulled his hair. Well, he hadn't got any hair up there. I don't think he pulled his mask anyhow. Looks like one of the old tricks trying to get the referee against Kirby.
Psychological warfare, if you will. They're going for a collar elbow tie-up. It looked like an eye gouge right there, Mike.
I believe it was. I believe when the referee wasn't looking, he got his attention and right over the top of his head, he poked him right in the eye. Here he comes with a thumb back to the throat. So like I said, we're going back to the old school here. He knows all the tricks.
Takes him down with a snapmare, following up with a rear chin lock. And knowing the Assassin, he's probably going to slip it into a choke, perhaps.
Wouldn't doubt that one bit. You got to watch every move. I'll tell you, I pity these referees, especially with somebody in there like him.
Young Joseph Edwards, one of the new officials to the IWA, doing a pretty decent job so far. And the Assassin works over Kirby's back. Couple of forearm shots. Kirby firing back with an arm wringer and unloads with a couple of elbow smashes into the arm. And continuing to work over that arm, the Assassin's been taken right down. Surprisingly, he's picking him out with body part, but he's also using some speed to take him down, Mike.
Yeah, Kevin's got all the capabilities of anybody in the business. He's just got to work at him, and he's got to learn to be a little bit more aggressive. And the more matches that he has, the more fundamentally sound he's going to become.
Assassin trying to come his way back up to his feet. And he takes a top rope advantage for a clean break. That's always an easy way out, Mike.
That is the easy way out, and people like the Assassin, that's what they're famous for. That's what they're going to try to do constantly throughout the match. And the first time, oh, there was a good clothesline by the Assassin. But you got to watch him. Kevin cannot drop his guard. If he does it for 1 second, the Assassin will be on him.
Right now, the Assassin's got control, and he's backing him into a turnbuckle. And
That's a reversal.
Absolutely. Kirby follows up from behind. Looks like the Assassin's loading up that mask, Mike.
That's what I was afraid of. That's what he's famous for. Watch out for that headbutt. And there it is.
And the Assassin steals the victory with a loaded headbutt.
Come on over here. Come on over here, cameraman. Let me tell you something, Lane. You ever mess around with messing my name up or messing my brother's name up, I'm going to squeeze you like a pretty looking chick. You know what I'm talking about, Daddy. Really good. We know what you got. Come on. Come on. Right there, baby. Right there. Side, dog. North-south connection from the northeast, the Metal Maniac, right here in the southern area. Hitman Hunter Thompson taking on the Samoan Gangster Party. And you know they come from the School of Hard Knocks, courtesy of the legendary Wild Samoans, Alpha and Sika.
I'll tell you, everybody that's been following wrestling for any amount of time has heard of the Samoans. I'll tell you, this Hunter Thompson fella, I know him, but this Metal Maniac, I've never seen him before, so you're going to have to help me out with it. If he acts anything like he did when he first got in the ring, I know where he gets the name Maniac.
The Metal Maniac competes up in the northeast, and he's feuded violently with Superfly Jimmy Snuka. Right now, it looks like the Samoan Gangster Party has sent them packing.
Looks like they might have bit off a little bit more than they can chew for the time being, anyhow.
This is not going to be pretty at all, Mike. This is going to be a lot of power, brawling.
I got a feeling, though, they're coming back in. I know this Thompson fella, he's not going to give up that easy. That's just a little ploy. He probably gets a few of his ideas from the old tactics like we were talking about with the assassin. Well, now he comes back with a chair, so... But now we've even scored with another chair, so... let's see who decides to get rid of the chair first.
Well, Mike, we know we see this type of thing in the ECW. Let's just hope it don't degenerate down here into a street fight. Thompson and the Maniac taking a break outside the ring, I think trying to regather some thoughts.
That could be a little bit of psychological warfare too, so excuse me, I got all discombobulated there.
That's quite all right. The Samoans at this time are getting these crowd right here in this big, beautiful baseball stadium behind them solidly. And the Gangster Party kicking it off with the Metal Maniac. I'm going to tell you, Mike, these are two big men.
I'll tell you, that's a lot of meat in there in that ring right now. A lot of meat. They seem to have calmed down a little bit now. Maybe they can get down to some of your basic wrestling now and get the match started. And
the Maniac has moved into a headlock. I'm going to tell you something, like I don't think this is going to be pretty. I don't look for a whole lot more scientific action than what we're barely beginning to see. Maniac having no effect on the shoulder block. And he's going to take him up and down with a choke slam. Well, Mike, it looks like he's trying to curtail this, but I just don't think it's going to work.
I believe he's going to be back.
Once again, they're taking another break outside. They're headed right back now this way, slowly but surely.
It's been 5 minutes go by in the match, and we haven't seen that much action yet. Most of us been out on the floor walking back towards the dressing room. So.
Yep, we've seen the Maniac-Thompson combo taking quite a few breaks. I really just think these guys really are trying to think of some kind of way to offset these wild Samoans who have a very, very unorthodox style in the ring.
Well, that's true. This could be some part of their strategy here. I know they're competing against a couple of guys that are a little bit bigger than they are, and plus they've got a lot more experience, so this may be some of their strategy.
Nice wrist lock and tags in. Double axe handle across the shoulder. I tell you, Mike, these Samoans are something tremendous, powerful athletes.
Something to watch. I've been watching myself for years. They can brawl with the best of them.
Continues with that wrist lock. The Maniac, I'm going to tell you, he's going to have to get out of this or he's going to have some damage done to that wrist. Here. Big Samoan showing a lot of tremendous speed there and coming up with a lariat.
It's amazing how a man that big can be that agile.
That's like watching a rhinoceros move around like that. And probably got the power of a rhino too.
I'll tell you what, Hunter Thompson hadn't been in the ring yet, but I'll tell you what, he's going to be wore out. Chasing after his partner, the
Metal Maniac.
The Metal Maniac. He's using up all his energy trying to chase him back to the dressing room and get him to come back to the ring.
So right now the Maniac and Thompson are going to regroup. Maniac, I think, asking maybe for a tag with Thompson.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if he wants the tag or not.
Thompson's a little bit hesitant. The Gangster Party with a working over the arm with a forearm shot, wrist lock combination, and still down goes the Metal Maniac. Mike, I tell you, the Samoan Gangster Party have pretty much controlled this match so far.
They have dominated from the onset of the match. There we go. That's the first bit of offense that the team of the Metal Maniac and Hunter Thompson have had. Came from outside the ring when it had happened. Now we get to see our first look at Hunter Thompson. He comes in, gives a couple of headbutts, but as you know, the Samoans have a real hard head, so it seems to have no effect on him whatsoever.
He attempts another headbutt like that. I got a feeling he's going to have to get some smelling salts for Hunter Thompson.
But you see what happens. You can't protect that throat. I don't care how hard your head is. He goes back to the choke, and that gets the Samoan down to his knees and hanging over the second rope.
And Hunter Thompson has turned the tide of the match for his team. And for the first time, the Thompson Maniac team are in control.
A little bit of double team action from the team of the Metal Maniac and Hunter Thompson. They get him down for the 1, 2 count, and that's it. I'll tell you what, you got to do a lot more damage before you can get a 3 count on these Samoans.
Thompson with a boot into the midsection. And shoots him off in the rope. And a big lariat just took him down. Mike, I say?
We talk about the Samoans being big. I'll tell you, Hunter Thompson is no baby either. He's got to be up to what, around 305 pounds?
Possibly up to around 320.
He's a right big boy.
This guy and the Metal Maniac are no small individuals, and I'll tell you something. I was going to say earlier, these guys here are finally gelling as a team to offset the Samoan Gangster Party.
There might be some of their actions there at the beginning of the match, and their strategy is starting to work.
And a tag right there, but referee Mark Henderson missed it.
I tell you what, they're working nice as a team right now. They wait till they get the other Samoan gets the referee's attention, then what do? They get rid of their illegal tactics and start double teaming.
And I'll tell you what, Mark Henderson was occupied by the Metal Maniac. Mike, I tell you what, I don't think this guy's quite as maniacal as we think. He knows pretty well what he's doing, distraction all these people. He's pulling off some kind of stunts here tonight. I think he's not playing with a full deck, but he's got some other things in store by his actions and trying to stay in the ring.
Desperately trying to get back over to his corner and make a tag. And here we go with the attention again. They make the tag, and what's going to happen? Oh, the referee did not say it again.
I'll tell you what, that big Samoan is going ballistic. He's upset bad. And the rule-breaking combination is really working over the Gangsta Party. And a big double lariat.
Yeah, we're all going to be slow to get up.
I think that took a lot out of all three individuals right there. Finally, the official sees the tag. A series of body slams. And all four men are in the ring brawling out of control.
Well, we got all four men going at it. See, those are some vicious shots. You can see the sweat flying off his chest.
And Thompson's in the ring left alone. Double body slam.
They're going up to the top. Is this their famous finish?
Simultaneous headbutts or splashes perhaps.
I believe this one's over, Danny Ferris. Not too many people are going to get up from something like that.
A double headbutt leads the Samoan Gangster Party to a victory. We're back into action in the ring. The original wrestling clown making his way to the ring to take on Big Dan Grundy.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if I'll be shooting that water up there at him right now or not. It's kind of warm out here and it probably feels good.
Yeah, but he could be ticking Grundy off. And the clown just soaked our official.
I don't want to hear that crowd tonight. I don't want to hear that crowd. They've already done that. Nice shot. All right, Doink. Let me get Doink goodbye. Doink, Doink, nice and
The original wrestling clown getting ready to tie up with Dan Grundy.
Shut up! Go home, baby!
And I tell you, Mike, this Grundy has been around the Carolinas for well over 10, 15 years.
He has been around for a while, I'll tell you. I can remember him 8 years ago. I'll tell you what, he's still in pretty good shape, it looks like. He's not a small fella either. He's a lot bigger than he looks.
Very big, about 270 pounds, 6 foot, what, 5 or so.
He's at least that tall. Maybe even taller than that. Look how he towers over the clown.
Absolutely. And I'll tell you what, powerful.
Oh, he's powerful. And when you're that tall, you're that much taller than your opponent, your leverage and everything else is a big factor when it comes to wrestling. It makes it so much easier to get that leverage on a shorter man. There's part of it right there with a nice hip toss. But I'll tell you, you know the clown. He's been around for a while. He knows some tricks too, and he knows more tricks than most people do because of all the other paraphernalia he carries around with him. So you never know what this guy's going to do.
Well, we saw him squirting Grundy earlier. There's no telling what he's got with him out here.
Oh, he's liable to slime him before it's all over with. You never know.
A silly string, anything. infuriated with these crowds heckling him a very good bit, but he's going to better keep his mind on the clown.
You get in the ring with somebody like that, you better. Takedown, followed up. Oh, a little slip up and goes back to the body slam. And Grundy decides to take a powder and get out and regroup a little bit.
And Grundy taking a seat down here.
And the clown decided he'd take a rest up here on the road.
Hey, get in the ring, try, baby. I'm going when I'm ready. No, you won't.
And I'll tell you, Mike, clown is, he may be a comical individual, but he's not nobody to be taken lightly.
Oh, no, he knows his stuff when he gets in there. He's just a fun-loving guy that likes to have a lot of fun when he gets in the ring and kind of mix it up with his business, you know.
And Grundy slowly re-enters the ring. Down he goes from a drop toe hold into an armbar. I'll tell you one thing also about this clown is he's very technically sound. He knows how to wrestle.
I'm sure he does.
But that's certainly not a wrestling hold right there. That's a good way to break your man's nose.
Oh, that's a good attention getter there.
Clown with a hammer lock. Taking Grundy to a wrestling school, if you will. Crowd right now chanting for the whoopee cushion, and Mike, we all know that's that big bombs away off the top rope.
Right now, you better not be worried about that. Right now, Grundy has the upper hand, so.
Grundy just came back out of nowhere with a lariat. Had a lot of that power coming into play. A big body slam. And a nice elbow smash.
He's got him in some trouble now if he stays on top of him. He's too worried about the crowd right now.
This crowd has really got on Grundy real bad, and I think it's kind of set him off of his game plan in the ring.
I don't know if these are some people that he's made mad at previous shows or what the deal is, but they sure are giving him a rough time over here in this one section. There's a nice little duck under. Grundy outsmarted him, caught him with a knee right in the midsection, and the clown is down again. And see, there goes Grundy going back to the ropes again, not paying any attention, not staying on top of his man.
Grundy's giving the clown a lot of breaks here that I don't think he's really aware of.
I'm going to tell you something. You know and I know that once you get somebody down, you stay on top of them. You forget the crowd. You forget everything else. If you get somebody down, stay on them and try to win the match. And give somebody a veteran like the clown a split second like that. He can recoup, come back, and then you're in trouble.
Grundy with a chin lock. And I tell you what, even though he's really wearing the clown down, you're not going to beat him with that.
Oh, no. I'll tell you though, something like that can take a lot out of you, especially if you get it applied properly.
A lot of gas can be taken right out of the tank with that. And the clown with a belly-to-back suplex.
It's a nice quick move that came out of nowhere. Now we're both down.
I think the clown has been worked over, and Grundy's probably had the air knocked out of him as a result of that.
I think he caught him by surprise on that move. It caught me by surprise. The
clown coming back with a series of punches punches onto the face, and he's going to shoot him off right into the turnbuckle, kind of recklessly. Follows up with a nice backdrop. Beautiful flying elbow smash in the count of two. See, Mike, right now Grundy's going to have to rethink his strategy or use that power to come out of this.
He's going to have to do something in a hurry because I believe he's got the crown a little upset. That's a nice reversal by Grundy. Runs into an elbow, so kind of backfired on him a little bit.
And the clown looks like he's going up. The positioning for that whoopee cushion, the bombs away, made famous by the late, great Ray Stevens.
Yes, sir, there it is. 1, 2, 3. He's got him, Danny. Not too many people get up after that.
And the bombs away, puts away Dan Grundy.
Mr. Announcer, you've done it again. You've introduced us the wrong way, just like last time. Now let me do the right thing here. I'm going to do this right from Huntington Beach, California. This is Pinky the Flamingo Kid. Hi. You ain't so bad, you ain't so bad, and you better not get in my way over here because you don't want me to come down here. Kick it out, girl.
Jimmy the Geek, huh? He looks like something out of Revenge from the Nerds movie or something. This guy I've never seen before, and he doesn't look like he spends a lot of time in the gym, does he?
No, but the Flamingo Kid is a very, very agile, fast, high-flying individual. And we'll see what he, he's been impressive. Competes out in the Pennsylvania area. And Mike coming his way right down to the ring from, well, one of World Championship Wrestling's most noted cruiserweight, impressive young lion, Billy Kidman.
I'll tell you, this Billy Kidman kid, he's an up-and-coming star. I know everybody else has seen him on TV on a regular basis, and I'll tell you what, he's coming along fast. And if you'll look at him, you'll see that he's starting to put a little bit of weight on himself, too, so that can't do nothing but help him.
Gaining a lot of muscle.
Oh, yeah, he's a kid with a lot of speed. He's very agile. He can do the high-flying maneuvers, and he's very familiar with the Lucha Libre style of wrestling. And for somebody from like this, they look like they're pretty evenly matched as far as size goes, so this should be a very interesting match.
Both men cruiserweight. And the one thing I look out of Billy Kidman, he uses that shooting star press. Mike, we've seen it before. Not many men in the sport can execute it at all.
That's right. And that's the type of move it either makes you or breaks you. You miss it one little inch, And you can be in a heap of trouble that can cost you more than it costs the other guy. So you got to have your opponent down. You got to have him ready for that particular move. And if you execute it properly, you got to win up under your belt.
That could definitely put him away.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Pee, we go back to your playhouse.
Kidman with a headlock. And a nice shoulder block coming off the rope. And a front chancery. Moves him into a suplex. And a standing drop kick. And the Flamingo Kid takes a breather outside the ring.
It didn't take him but a second to get a dose of Billy Kidman. 30 seconds into the match, we've already had a suplex, a big high drop kick, and everything else. That shows the agility of this Billy Kidman.
Promoter Rob Russell having words with Jimmy the Geek outside the ring. And as that's happening, the Flamingo Kid working over and taking a series of forearm shots and rule-breaking tactics to work over Kidman.
That was some sort of a bulldog, wasn't it?
It looked like he shot him in there chest first and came out from behind with a lariat. That's a double attack. Kidman! With a head scissors. And a standing drop kick. The Flamingo Kid is really complaining outside the ring. Kidman with a senton. He just wiped out the Flamingo Kid right there.
Yes, he did.
Flamingo Kid's lost his cummerbund, but I bet he's going to use it as a weapon perhaps.
Time Billy Kidman has his so-called manager, what's his name, Jimmy the Geek, and his valet, I don't know what her name is, but she just proceeded to slap him upside the face.
And the Geek hanging on to Kidman's leg, and the Flamingo Kid took advantage of him. Like a headbutt to the lower extremity, Mike. I don't know if that was low or not, but
it was close enough, right?
Right, definitely so. And Kid follows up with a leg drop, still low, but either way you go, controversial, but he's taking it to Kidman.
Back to the fact what we were talking about a little while ago. Just one little distraction, something like even this little Geek guy. Don't take but a second. You lose your concentration against your opponent, what happens? You can get the upper hand, and then you never know what's going to happen.
And the Geek just used the cane to interfere. And the Kid maintaining the advantage over Kidman. Flamingo Kid with a quick snap suplex to take Kidman down. Follows up with a leg drop. I'm going to tell you something, Mike. This Flamingo Kid so far been very impressive.
He has. Oh, very nice move.
He just propelled himself over in the ring with a somersault leg drop. And Kidman right now, I believe, needs his second win and in real bad shape.
Sunset set, 1-2 count.
And Jimmy the Geek getting very bent out of shape. Looks like the kid's using a cummerbund as a choking utensil.
I'll take it.
And the Geek intercepts that cummerbund, and meanwhile, Flamingo Kid's choking Kidman. And Kane shots to the back.
I tell you what, I don't believe he was ever a professional baseball player, I can tell you that. When he was swinging that cane, that didn't...
I believe you're right, Mike. Kidman with a shoulder block. And grazed him with a head scissors on the way back into the ring. Kidman coming back with a couple forearm smashes. Kidman misses a big splash. Kind in this match has turned dramatically a lot, Mike.
Yes, it has. It's back and forth. I believe both the guys are tired right now. It's going to be the one who's suck it up and get that second win and get back in there and get something started.
Both of them looking worse for wear. The Flamingo Kid working over the back again. You know that back took a lot of damage in this match. And the Flamingo Kid was, I believe, a puncher to wipe Kidman out. Flamingo Kid just wiped him out with a chair. Mike, that's very unexpected, and I'll tell you what, Billy Kidman looks like he's been knocked senseless from that.
He's not in the best of shape right now, I'll tell you. And there was a headbutt that I think hurt the givee more than did the giver.
Yeah, both men looking worse for wear. The Kid and Kidman are both down. It took a lot out of both individuals, I'll tell you. Nasty shot. Kidman with a count of two. These guys, I'll tell you what, it took a lot of punishment. I don't see how this can go a whole lot longer.
Super high backdrop. You're already winning. That can really knock the wind out of you.
And the Kid just came up with a DDT to block that second backdrop attempt. The Kid with a headbutt. Kidman able to kill hanging in there. Barely able to kick out. Kid moves from a chin lock to a surfboard maneuver. I'll tell you what, Mike, he's so close to the ropes, that would be the safest way out.
It's very tempting, but a lot of guys just either don't think about it or they don't want to do it. Who really knows what it's going through a guy's mind when he's in there?
coming back with an elbow shot. And a second one. Nice forearm. He's coming back. But you can tell both of these men are tired. Kidman shoots the kid off. And a nice elbow smash.
Danny, that was very close to a 3 count. Now we got another mess up. Kidman's back out on the ground again. So
Kidman just missed a high cross body block.
There's a lot of fight in that Flamingo Kid. He doesn't give up, does he?
He certainly does not. He's very quick, agile, also a very conniving individual. And he just sent Kidman down.
Looks like he picked up that cane and hit him with it. I couldn't really tell from my viewpoint, but
neither could I, Mike, but I tell you what, whatever it was, he got him right in the...
I'll tell you right after it happened, I saw the cane fall on the floor, on the ground over there, so evidently that's what he was using.
And the geek follows up with an attack, so they're working on the kidney area on Kidman. Kid going up for another slingshot leg drop.
He tried that same maneuver he used earlier in the match, and this time it backfired on him. So that's what we say. You try these big high-flying maneuvers, and if you make one little mistake, it can backfire on you, and that's exactly what's happened with the Flamingo Kid.
Kidman
comes back with a flying headlock into a DDT-type move, and almost a 3 count. Or there was a 3 count.
As he took him over with a bulldog-type maneuver to gain the win. Jimmy the Geek has been destroyed by Billy Kidman. The Kidman gains a level over a bench. Right there, Mike.
Well, I don't know if that was the Geek's first taste of getting in the ring and being a wrestler, but probably put a bad taste in his mouth. I doubt he'll want to get in there again.
Right before the bell, Leilani all over Malia Hosaka.
But I'll tell you, Leilani, she has been around for a number of years, and like the assassin earlier, she knows all the tricks. She's been wrestling. She's wrestled all. Wendy Richter on up to probably way back years ago when Penny Bannon was wrestling.
Well, Leilani Leilani Kai coming out of the school of the Fabulous Moolah, probably. I don't know. I'd say Leilani's been working in the ring for about 20 years.
I would say at least 20 years, because I can remember her back a long time ago. And I'll tell you, this Osaka, she is a very pretty young girl with a lot of moves, and she's very agile and kind of in the same mode as the Billy Kidman. She's got all the moves, she's got the speed, and she's got youth on her side.
She's been in there with anywhere between Debbie Combs to a lot of veterans, even Medusa. And I think she's learned a lot in the short time she's been wrestling, Mike.
Well, I've seen her wrestle 2 or 3 times before, and she's been very impressive.
And right now, she just works over the arm of Leilani Kai and just shoots her right down, stretching that arm. Kai shoots Hosaka, who adjusts very fine. Knee from the outside, climbs up to the top. Comes off with a nice Lucha Libre style arm drag. Osaka with a nice looking standing drop kick. Working over the arm. She's very fast, Mike. But I would say power and experience advantage.
Oh, sure. She's got. I'm sure, is a lot stronger. She's got a lot more weight, and plus she does have the experience. So you've got to be careful with somebody like that.
I believe Leilani Kai at one time was the WWF and the singles champion and the tag team champion along with Judy Martin.
Right.
So I'll tell you, she's nothing to sneeze at. She's had the crown on her. Hosaka with a nice drop so hold and ties the legs up. Hosaka working over the leg. Laying the boots in. Nice leg drop across the leg. Into a spinning toe hold. And Kai comes back with a boot. Elbow smash. That's a lot of that power I was talking about earlier.
Oh, yeah, she's got the power. There's no doubt about it.
And Kai with, I believe that's from the vantage point I got, looks like a surfboard.
She's got into a full surfboard with the foot. Before she just had an arm, so. Now it's a full-fledged surfboard, which can be very painful. So.
Now it looks like she's going into a camel clutch. She's really working that back of Malia Hosaka over. Working over the head area, Malia Hosaka. Mike, I tell you, that's the advantage to having these ladies with long hair. It's a good way just to carry you around the ring illegally.
That's something I don't have to worry about anymore, right?
Perhaps. nice looking variation of a standing farmer's carry. That's beautiful.
Osaka's coming back now. Okay, there's that power again.
Leilani may take this match down to a slower level, but she knows how to cut this young lady off and how to regain the advantage. She could walk away with the ladies' title here tonight.
That's where your experience comes in. Nothing beats experience. And you've had as many matches as Leilani Kai has. You know all the tricks. You know everything.
Leilani Kai going into a front face lock. Took a shot right into the kidney area. To a closed fist. Walks right across her throat right there.
She's not giving up though. She's fine.
Osaka coming back strong, and a handspring elbow smash.
Some of your martial arts background coming out right now, so maybe that can offset the size disadvantage that she's got in a long time.
For the slingshot, Leilani Kai. And Osaka goes for the big splash and meets a set of knees.
That can take the wind right out of you, I heard.
Maybe even break a rib.
Sure.
But I think Leilani did it to, like I said, to cut off the oxygen and regain the advantage, and now she's in full control. And Malia Hosaka. Walks away with the win with the Hurricanrana. Retaining the ladies' title.
We got permission time.
From West Texas, at a weight of 245 pounds, the Raging Bull, Manny Fernandez, and Victor Steamboat. One fall, 45-minute time limit.
So racking me with yours for right now. I know it. Yes, sir. You got tickets, I got tickets.
Taking a look at Death and Destruction. That's Roger Anderson and Frank Parker Anderson in the ring. Started off against Vic Steamboat. That's Victor Steamboat. And the Raging Bull, Manny Fernandez. And Steamboat, for those of you who are wondering, is the younger brother of Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. And Frank Parker trying to work over Steamboat, but slips out the bottom of the ring. I'll tell you, Mike, this Anderson-Parker combination One of the most successful teams in the South. They've held titles in Tennessee and even a few in the Carolinas.
Well, Danny, I'm glad you know a lot about them. This is the first time I've ever laid eyes on them, so you're going to have to help me out on this. Big Steamboat, if he's anything like his brother, then we should be in for a good match here. And everybody knows the Raging Bull, Manny Fernandez, and I've known him for a number of years, and he's nobody to mess with.
One of the toughest, roughest individuals in the sport of wrestling. Veteran who's been around a long, long time, and I'll tell you what, he can go with the best of them.
Oh, he definitely can. I'll tell you what, he's got one of those tempers, too. You get him started, you get him mad, and you're in for a dose of, I better not say.
They used to talk about Waffle McDaniel's chops, but I'll tell you what, the Raging Bull can lay them in there with the best of them, too. And Parker with a shoulder block.
Okay, now which one is this in the ring now?
This is Frank Parker and
okay.
And Manny Fernandez. Parker's a big power man.
Yes, he is. This Roger Anderson, is he any relation to the famous Gene and Ole Anderson?
I believe so, Mike, but I don't really know.
I'll tell you what, he definitely resembles Ole.
But I'll tell you what, these two guys came out of the Jimmy Valiant School of Professional Wrestling, and right after turning pro, boy, they developed quite a nasty attitude and have become, in the past few years, one of the most successful teams around. Parker just ran into an elbow smash.
Hey, this is the first opportunity I've had to see the Raging Bull in, I guess, probably 5 or 6 years, but it doesn't look like he's lost anything.
And Parker working over the Raging Bull, reverses into a big backdrop. Tell you what, it looks like Parker's trying to slow things down and get a break.
He's got a little dose of Manny Fernandez, and he's trying to retreat a little bit to collect his thoughts.
And Victor Steamboat comes off with a martial arts chop off the top. And just shoots him down into an armbar. Victor Steamboat moving in with a series of knee drops right across the arm. I'll tell you, this young guy does remind you of his brother Ricky the Dragon.
I'll tell you, when it's in the family, I'm sure that Ricky has taught him some of the secrets and some of the moves. And anytime you got a family like that, they're going to help you out. And
Steamboat just chopping it. Parker against the rope. And he just lit up Anderson. Now Parker coming back to life. Steamboat shot into a turnbuckle, and Parker, nobody home right there. Steamboat with an arm wringer, wrist lock.
Now that was a vicious clothesline.
And the Raging Bull taking it right to Frank Parker. Going to shoot him off his reverse. And nobody there.
It looked like he was heading for a big finish there, but
Roger Anderson tagged in. They're double teaming Manny Fernandez. Right now, Death and Destruction really taking it to this veteran tag, these two sets of veterans in the tag team, Steamboat and Fernandez.
I'll tell you, from past experience, they better get him down and keep him down, because you get the bull mad, you're in for it. Now they got a chance to double team him in the corner. Steamboat's still keeping the referee occupied and falling right into the hands of Anderson and Parker. I don't care how good you are, it's hard to battle with 2 men at one time. When it's 2 against 1, your odds are not in your favor.
And Parker using the second rope for the advantage.
Come on!
And Death and Destruction taking it to the Raging Bull.
Come on, now.
Fernandez back up to his feet. Couple of elbows. And he blocks that sunset flip attempt with a tag. And the Raging Bull has been blindsided.
Well, they made a little bit of a comeback there, but Mr. Porter was smart enough to reach over and tag his partner in. So you can tell these guys have been working as a team. They're both thinking the same way, and that's very important when you got a tag team partner in there. When he starts thinking the same way you do, then it's like 2 against 1.
And Anderson with a belly-to-back suplex. Parker with a standing drop kick.
Hey, Danny, these guys are real impressive. This being the first time that I've seen them, I think you're right. They know what they're doing in there.
Use a lot of power moves, tag team wrestling. Good brawlers, good wrestlers, actually. And they work synchronized together in the ring. Fernandez came back with a chop. Parker with a boot. And they just cut Big Steamboat off for a tag attempt. Looks like Roger Anderson's going to choke Manny Fernandez.
Looks like he's got some sort of a rope or something around his neck. I don't know where it came from, but there's definitely something hanging out of his hands. What it is, I'm not sure.
Right there, I think Roger Anderson just dropped him on the floor. Fernandez coming back. And they're going to double team the Raging Bull. Death and Destruction having their way. Controlling this match a lot here, Mike.
Yes, they are, and they're smart. And Steamboat needs to learn to stay in the ring or stay up on the ring apron and keep the referee in the ring so he has the best opportunity to see what's going on.
Come on, Randy, on the rope.
desperately needs to get over and make a tag. They've had him down, and you can tell he's winded, and he needs to rest and needs to get a fresh man in there.
Yeah, the Raging Bull has taken a surprising beating. These guys have really cut him off from his partner, and they took it to him. Fernandez with a lariat. Tag Steamboat.
Now he made the tag. Now we get to see what Steamboat's made of. Let's see if he reminds us of his older brother Ricky. So a few of the chops. Big chop off the rope. Another big chop. This must be part of the things his brother Ricky has taught him as far as his arsenal goes.
A couple of body slams, and he's working over the rule-breaking duo quite well. And Fernandez, with an attack off the top rope, leads his team to a victory.
They got him down, but they didn't keep him there.
Taking a look at one of our big main events, the Road Warriors, the Hawk and Animal. These guys have held tag team titles in the NWA, the AWA, and the WWF. Probably the only team in history to do that. And they're taking on Vladimir Koloff, the nephew of Ivan Koloff, and Nikolai Volkof.
Well, what else can you say about the Road Warriors? Road Warriors have been around for a number of years. Like you said, they've held belts in every major promotion throughout the country, throughout the world, really. And Nikolai Volkof, he's a veteran of the rings. He's been around for a number of years. Again, he knows all the tricks. And Vladimir, like you said, the nephew of one of the famous Ivan Koloff. And I'm sure if he's anything like Ivan, then we're in for a treat here to watch these two go with each other. There's nobody to play around with, and I just the match.
This is the first time Koloff and Volkof have ever teamed. And we know the Road Warriors are very, very experienced together, so that goes into the Road Warriors' advantage. Sure.
We're talking about the Road Warriors, they're champions all over the world. They've been a team for years. You just can't put two guys together, no matter how much experience you got or how good of a wrestler you are, and expect to wrestle a team like the Road Warriors and really, be able to dominate them or really have a chance as far as I'm concerned. But who knows? You never know what can happen in a wrestling match. It only takes a 3 count and you're gone.
Working over Animal. And Animal firing him up. I think that was a lariat right there, just sent him out.
Really couldn't see what
the bodies colliding. The Koloff, he's headed for higher ground to take a breather. Animal and Koloff lock up. Animal just launches Koloff right down to the mat.
And Koloff is not a little man, and he threw him around like a sack of potatoes.
Now the Road Warriors tag. They're going to double team Koloff. And Hawk comes in, shoots him off of the ropes. Koloff cuts off a backdrop attempt with a boot. Volkof now
they got the advantage. They got him in the corner. Referee's distracted. What's he doing? From my viewpoint, it looks like he's got him in a chokehold over there. I can't tell if he's got an object in it. Yeah, I believe he did. Had that chain or something that he walked in the ring with.
I believe that's that Russian chain.
I'll tell you what, it didn't seem to phase Hawk like he's up back.
Hawk just snapmares Vladimir over.
First chance to look at Nikolai Volkof.
And he's really working over Hawk to the eyes, I believe, Mike.
Work on his eyes and get him where he can't see, then you've got the advantage. Now he's choking, trying to get some of the wind out of his body. And looks like a pretty low blow there.
And Volkof unloading with an assortment of illegal tactics, knees and boots. And right now the Russians have Hawk immobilized. And he's in bad need of a tag. A belly-to-belly suplex by Koloff. Volkof with a jab to the throat. Front face lock and Hawk. I think Animal made a tag and referee told him.
Referee didn't see it though. Koloff had his attention. The referee had his back turned, and again, same old tag team tactics. Koloff working on Hawk outside the ring. I think he hit him with a chain again. From my viewpoint, it's really hard to see, Danny.
Yeah, it really is. Fans are standing all over the outside stadium here. And the Russians are controlling Hawk, working him over. You know, Animal attempted to tag earlier, but it didn't work out.
I tell you, he desperately needs to get over and give a tag to Animal and get him in the ring so he can catch a breather. As long as they keep double teaming the way they are right now, he's not going to get that opportunity. There's a comeback by Hawk. He's desperately trying to get over and make the tag, and this could be exciting right here. Nikolai Volkof cuts him off.
Volkov's going to work over Hawk. Shoots him into the turnbuckle chest first. They collide.
Looks like Hawk coming right in the mouth with the back of his head.
Both men need a tag now. Animal with a standing drop kick, a series. And shoots Koloff in. Hits him with a lariat.
Almost a 3 count. I thought he had him after that lariat.
suplex. Brawling in the ring, the Road Warriors successfully win this match. Taking a look at the Love Connection, Jay and Georgie Love, Gary Royal, Ken Timbs, Crazy Kane Adams taking on the Big Cheese, Gene Ligon, Disco Inferno, the Wild Samoans, Alpha and Sika, and a big 2 out of 3 falls 10-man tag team match.
I'll tell you what, there's so many people in there right now, it's hard to see what even going on. We just ought to get a big traffic jam in there before it's all over with.
Yeah, you could pretty much have a battle royal on this match alone.
Looks like the veteran Ken Timbs is going to start out on one side, and is it the Big Cheese for the other, or
it's one of the Samoans? And Mike, to tell you the truth, I really can't tell Alpha from Sika. I think Alpha is standing to the far right. Sika on the immediate left.
There's going to be the Big Cheese against Ken Timbs. And Ken Timbs is another one of your veterans. He's been around, as you know. He's done a lot of grappling down in the lower part of Georgia and Alabama and Tennessee, and he's been around for a number of years, so
all over.
The Big Cheese is a relative newcomer as far as wrestling goes, isn't he?
Yeah, David Isley helped get him into the sport, and he's a former referee, manager, and in the past year or so he's tried his hand at wrestling.
don't want to stay in there long, so he's going to let one of the Samoans back in.
That looks like Alpha.
It looks like Ken Timbs doesn't want to have anything to do with it.
Ken Timbs is tagged out to Gary Royal.
Man, I don't believe they can make up their mind who wants to get in there.
Now Timbs is back in. Yeah, I know, Mike. This is about as aggravating for me as it is the fans.
I'm still trying to figure out who everybody is.
Gary Royal almost hit Ken Timbs. Alpha just ducked that blow. Now he's tagged in his brother Sika. This match is going to be almost impossible to call, Mike.
I think you're exactly right.
And the Wild Samoan just sends Ken Timbs down. And he's been body slammed. A headbutt on top of him. Longtime veteran Gene Ligon's tagged in. Double clothesline. Ligon with a body slam on Timbs. I think Gary Royal's been tagged in now.
I'll tell you what, this goes back a few years right here, because I've seen these two tackle with each other before.
I'll put your head in the trash can.
Back in the days of the NWA.
He's got that right. Gene Ligon and Gary Royal. Gary Royal was at one time was a junior heavyweight champion with the NWA.
Ligon with a body slam. Gary Royal calling for a timeout, and Mike, you know there's no such thing as that in wrestling.
There's a lot of times you wish there was a timeout there. Just wishful thinking.
Now the Disco Inferno made his way into the ring. Trying to pull this crowd into thinking he's more powerful than the Inferno, but I don't believe so. Inferno with an atomic drop and an elbow smash. Gary Royal heading for higher ground.
Sweet Daddy J, is that what it says on the back of the tag?
Sweet Daddy J Love tagging in. One half of the Love connection, Mike.
Come on, Disco! Here we go, Disco!
Sweet Daddy J Love
Shut up, Brad!
unloads on the Disco Inferno.
I'll whoop your tail any day!
Smashing his head, turnbuckle. Now the Love connection. What a nice looking double super kick on the Disco Inferno. Body slam. And an elbow smash on top of the Inferno. Inferno just sends him down with a rocking punch. This goes kicking tail. Smashes his head into a turnbuckle. And Ligon's gonna take it to the love connection, I believe, outside. Big Cheese with a hip toss. She's working over the leg, tags out Ligon. Down goes Sweet Daddy J Love. The veteran Gene Ligon working over the leg. Now the Wild Samoan's going to work over the love connection.
The Samoans are in. Alpha and Sika.
Alpha's going to work over on J Love. Gary Oil runs in, stops.
Now we go. Now we go to 3.
10 men, Mike. Pure chaos. And Gary Royal has stolen a pin on the Big Cheese. And everybody in there was brawling away, and Gary Royal just fused the bottom rope, or the second rope, to illegally pin the Big Cheese.
I'll tell you what, I missed all that. I had my eyes over here on the other side of the ring trying to see what was going on over there.
There were 8 other men in there to watch. Cheese and Gary Royal restart the second fall.
Look at your 4 eyes.
Gary Royal attacks the Big Cheese. Crazy Kane Adams and Ken Timbs working over the Big Cheese. Inferno puts the ring. He's being choked out. Big Daddy J Love just took it to the Inferno, and now Gary Royal slamming the big cheese. Misses an elbow smash. And Disco Inferno tagged in with Crazy Kane Adams. Shoots him off into the rope. Another battle royal breaking out.
Looks like the Disco Inferno though is taking care of business over there, taking on 3 or 4 at one time.
He's clearing the ring. Going to the second rope to work on Crazy Kane Adams. He scores the pin. Unfortunately, I don't know that one.
I didn't even see what happened.
This type of match, 10-man tag team match, the referee has lost too much control on this match. And this really hadn't even been what I would consider a wrestling match. This has just been a battle royal with pinfall rules.
I think you're about right there, Danny. I'll tell you, I've been a referee a few times before. It's hard enough when you get just refereeing a tag team match with you've only got 4 people total. You've got 2.5 times as many people now with 10 people, so I can imagine what that referee's going through in there. It's just hard to see everything. I can't even see everything sitting out here watching the match.
And the referee, by the way, is Tony Hunter. And of course, we remember his dad, Johnny Hunter, former wrestler in the past. Late, great Johnny Hunter. And Tony Hunter's doing a good job in the ring. Crazy Kane Adams just missed an aerial attack. The Disco Inferno works over Adams. Adams cuts off that back drop with an elbow smash.
We're going to keep on there. We're going to end up with a pin in the ring again. Well, this time they're smart enough now to double team him in the corner, so.
Ligon's really lost it, though. Royal's trying to break Inferno's arm. Snapman geared the Inferno over. Tags out Crazy Kane Adams. This is the third and final fall, Mike. This is for all the marbles.
This is the one that gets them to the pay winner, right?
Sure does. And Timbs doing the pump handle on the arm of the Inferno. Adams works over the arm. The overhand wrist lock. Provokes Gene Ligon. And Timbs pump handling the arm of the Inferno again. Adams with an arm bar and an arm ringer. Full arm and twist. The Inferno rather just gave Adams' arm to Timbs. Timbs is pump handling his own partner and biting him.
And the Disco Inferno outsmarted that time. We got a little taste of the geek out there at the same time.
And getting a piece of the geek is long overdue. Samoans has got Crazy Kane Adams double team. They're laying those big Samoan feet right onto Adams. Big hard hit, but Big Cheese has been tagged back in.
I believe all 10 of them are going to go at it again. I believe the end is coming near.
Another battle royal erupts. All the chaos, Mike.
We have a pinfall or is it a disqualification? I can't really tell. I can't see for a lot of people standing up.
And despite all the wild brawling action and all the fans standing amongst everywhere, the fan favorite combination of the Inferno and the Big Cheese, the Samoans, and Jim Ligon walk away with a win. Getting ready to take on the man superstar.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the current IWA heavyweight champion from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing 287 pounds, the Mass Superstar.
Let's go, Superfly!
of Steamboat checking the man.
One more time, let me check your mask. Let me check your mask. Ring the bell. Let's go, Kidman.
Legendary veteran circling.
Let's go, Kidman.
And they lock up, collar, elbow, tie up. Snuka with a headlock. Now shoulder block returns right back to the headlock. These two men right here been around for at least 20 years each, Mike, and I tell you what, they certainly got to know each other very, very well.
Well, I'm sure they do, but I'm sure they're going to be very cautious to start the match out. They're going to kind of feel each other out and get in the tempo, and then who knows what's going to happen. Both of these guys realize that it doesn't take just a second for either one of the other ones to
Are you pulling
get them down for the 3 count, so they don't want to get in there and make a mistake too early.
Hey, oh yeah.
And we've seen the Superstar put away a lot of people with the Cobra clutch. And the Snuka comes off that top and gets about 10 feet, 12 feet in the air for that big splash. And that's all she wrote for that, too.
Come on, Superfly, give me Snuka. He got you tight. Got him tight. The guy's right. You're pulling on you, brother. What the hell are you doing?
Superstar trying to pin him, but he's had a handful of tights. Steamboat has not caught the infraction yet. And now Steamboat finally catching that handful of tights by the Superstar. Snuka back over, maintaining the headlock. Those big chops sent the Superstar down.
And back to the headlock again.
Superstar with a handful of hair. And again. Snuka just dropped the top rope right there.
Get off my ass, Steamboat. Nobody told me the rules. What are you talking about? You've been wrestling 30 years. You ought to know the rules.
Snuka. Now Superstar goes back with a rear chin lock.
Nasty rough. How about it, Jim? Crazy Sam on. How about it, Jim? This time. Come on, ring the bell. Give me a sign.
I think he may have slipped that into a chokehold, but I don't know. Snuka's not showing any signs of life.
It's really hard to tell from here, but Steamboat is right there looking at it very close. He's got a better view of it than what we do, so you got to assume it's evidently not a choke. He's just got this thing clamped on super tight.
Come on.
Snuka back to his feet. Unloads with a pair of elbow smashes into the midsection. Off the rope. Body shoulder block. And another one. Superstar with a lariat. Both men looking worse for wear here. Superstar back to the chin lock.
What the hell is that? Something like that on the ground. How about it, Jimmy? Come on now. How about it, Snook? Jimmy, show me something. Come on. Show me something. How about it, Snook?
Back to a chin lock.
Yes, lovely boy.
He's hanging on tight. Snuka, he's right now. He's at the disadvantage. Snuka back to one knee, trying to fight out of this.
Trying to get that second win.
Somebody told me that that was demolition.
Oh, did they?
Superstar back Snuka into the turnbuckle. And this unloads with a shot and now a choke. Superstar having words with referee Steamboat now.
I'll tell you, he's got his hands full with Jimmy Snuka, even though right now he's dominating the match. But I don't think he wants to mess with Ricky Steamboat. So. Superstar's what's good for him. He'll keep his mouth shut.
You're right. And he's got one match to deal with as it is. Superstar with a body slam and missing the head, but
Might be the opening that Snuka needs.
chop and a headbutt. The second headbutt, down goes the Masked Superstar. Snuka with a chop. He just ran into a boot and a lariat.
Come on, Dragon!
He's going for it.
The Shenandoah, the Cobra Clutch. Slides the titles in Georgia, the Mid-Atlantic. He's using the bottom rope for the leverage. Steamboat's called for the bell. And I believe he's disqualified the Masked Superstar. The Superstar with a Cobra Clutch on Ricky Steamboat. Steamboat's been attacked from behind. Snuka with a double axe handle off. Snuka and Steamboat shoot the Superstar off to a double chop. Frank Parker hits the ring. Snuka just slammed him. Snuka going to the top with a big body press. And Steamboat makes an unofficial count of 3. And Mike, Superstar retains the title. He's been disqualified.
I'm gonna tell you, Danny, I got a little bit confused myself about that. I was looking up there. He had Snuka down. I don't really understand what happened.
Superstar had the bottom rope for leverage. Steamboat looked up, caught him, and then all hell broke loose. For Mike Some Money, this is Dan Paris in the International Wrestling Alliance. And so long for now for this great big extravaganza from Kannapolis, North Carolina. So long for now. We'll see you next time.